It's the Sal and Steiny webcast for KTVU, something we put on the internet for your viewing pleasure. And I can't help but tell you that after the Warriors made history last night, they won those 73 games, and a lot of people said they couldn't do it, but now they've done it. So they're going to celebrate for a bit. What's next? Are they going to get back to the business of trying to win a championship?
We were trying to figure that out the other night. Was last night's win a beer night to celebrate, a champagne night to celebrate, or somewhere in between? Klay Thompson said he was just going to have a glass of wine last night if they did it. So that tells me this team's focused. This tells me the team is not consumed with the 73 and won't be thinking of the postseason. I got to believe that given a day or two off, come Saturday against the Houston Rockets, they're going to be ready to go.
We spoke to Jim Barnett earlier on one of our telecasts, and I'm going to ask the same question to you that I asked to him. You've been watching this team the entire season. If there is a way that an opposing coach can draw up to beat this Warrior team, what is it?
I don't know that there's anything that hasn't been thought of at this point, to tell you the truth, Sal, because basically we've seen the best coaches. We've seen Popovich try to do it. We've seen Blatt try to do it even though he got fired. We've seen Billy Donovan try to do different things. Doc Rivers, nothing's worked. The reality of the situation is there's only so many things you can do. And the Golden State Warriors have tons of weapons. They have the best player in the NBA. They have the most prolific three-point shooting team in the league. I just don't know if there's anything different that can be done. I think it's going to take one team to play as well as they've played and then the Warriors to slip up a little bit. But I think if all things are equal, this is a Golden State Warriors championship to lose.
Well, last night we also had Kobe retiring, and a lot of people couldn't help but say that that's the end of that era of basketball. Tell me how it's different, the way that Kobe and his teams played to the way Steph and his team plays.
Well, I mean, it is basically the difference between isolation basketball and team basketball. When the Lakers had Kobe and Shaq, they basically did what they had to do through those individual players, and those guys made plays for themselves or for their teammates. So those two guys had the ball most of the time. The thing about the Golden State Warriors that makes them special and different is all five players touch the ball for the most part on just about every possession, and it's not up to one player to make a play. We know Steph Curry's the best player on the team, but he's a player who's dangerous with the ball in his hands. He's a player that's dangerous without the ball in his hands. They've just got multiple weapons, and it's just a different way to skin the cat, but it seems like fans are really enjoying it, and this is the way that the NBA seems to be going.
I can't help but think that we're in this position where the Warriors are the team. I mean, they're even on like some of those shows that you would never imagine.
Like
talking
what?
about like the PBS NewsHour, public television. That's a very staged show. They're talking about the Warriors today. I mean, this would have never happened. So the Warriors are making national attention. Matt and I have a podcast that you can get on iTunes. It's called the Sal and Steiny Podcast. Please download it and listen to it for your listening pleasure. We're going to get on the horse and start doing them after these playoff games, and we're going to talk all things Warriors and other sports too. So along with Matt Steinmetz, I'm Sal Castaneda. Thank you for watching, and thank you for coming to KTVU websites and personal sites, and have a great day.